Another thing we like to do is run a tap through all the bolt holes. This will make sure they are all cleaned out from the shop peening process. This is something we highly recommend. Plus, it will ensure we get a good clamping force when we tighten the bolts later. Due to the horsepower we're going to make with our turbo, we can't rely on the factory main bolts to handle the extra stress, and you just can't swap out the bolts for studs because it changes the line hone, and we can prove it.
With the factory bolts torqued to spec, we can install the gauge and verify zero. Now we'll remove the bolts and replace them with ARP studs, and then torque them to ARP specs. With the same gauge setting, we'll get another reading, close to 1,000 smaller. This is due to the extra clamping force of the studs. Now what that can do is actually cause the clearance between the crankshaft journal and the bearing to tighten up. And on a tight tolerance engine like this, that can absolutely cause a failure or a spun bearing. So the fix to that is going to be to take your block and $100 to your local machine shop. Have them line hone that half a thousandths back out for you. And that's what I'm going to take care of, so when we get back, we can finish up. Oh my goodness. Ooh, there we go. Well, we're back from the machine shop and touching up the line hone. I only had to make a couple swipes and it came out fine, but just to be sure, I went ahead and put in the main bearings to check the clearances against the crankshaft after putting in those ARP studs. Now, anybody who's built one of these LSs with these 6-bolt main caps knows they're bare to get on and off, especially when you install studs. Now, there are some specialty tools out there for getting these main caps off, but let me tell you, they are expensive. So I've got a cheap and easy trick I want to show you that I use. Helps get these things on and off easy. We'll save you a boatload of cash. And all we're going to use is a punch, a drill bit for a 1/4-20 tap, and a slide hammer of some sort. The punch is to keep the bit from walking. Then we can drill a hole into the main cap, but just deep enough to cut a few threads. Now, using some WD-40 as lube, tap the hole, making sure to keep it straight. And using some compressed air, blow the shavings out of the hole. Then run in your 1/4-20 bolt and attach your slide hammer to the bolt and pull it out. And it can be that easy.
When John finishes up those main caps, I'm going to take care of an important oiling modification to the inlet and outlet ports on the block and the oil pan. Now, it's a simple process that will improve oil flow.